So use clockwise notation to specify the padding of an element. Instead of specifying an element's padding padding right, padding bottom, padding left, properties individually, you can specify them all in one line like this. So padding 10 pixels will be top, 20 pixels will be right, 10 pixels will be bottom, and 20 pixels will be left. These four values work like a clock: top, right, bottom, left, and will produce the exact same results as using the site-specific padding instructions. Use the clockwise notation to give the blue box class a padding of 40 pixels on its top and left side, but only 20 pixels on the bottom and right side. Right, so we'll make sure we get the bottom, right, the blue box. So all we need to do is put padding in. So padding, colon. So I want 40 pixels on top. I want 40 pixels on the left hand side, but on the right hand side I want 20 pixels. So 20 pixels. Oh, aye. 20 pixels. So top and left hand side. So and 20 pixels and 40 pixels. Semicolon. Run tests. Hey, yabba dabba doo. Responsive web design. Use clockwise notation to specify the margin of an element. Let's try this again with the margin this time. Instead of specifying an element's margin top, margin right, margin bottom, margin left properties individually, you can specify them all in one line like this: margin colon. These four values will work like a clock: top, right, bottom, left, and will produce the exact same result as using the site-specific margin instructions. So that's the same as padding. So now we've got margin. Use clockwise notation to give the element the blue box class margin of 40 pixels on its top left side, but only 20 pixels on the bottom and right side. So use clockwise notation to the element with the blue box. Right. Blue box margin colon. So use the class as a margin of 40 pixels on top. So 40 pixels on top and 20 pixels and 20 pixels and 40 pixels on the left. Semicolon. Yabba dabba doo. Use attribute selectors to style elements. You have been added ID or class attributes to elements that you wish to specifically style. These are known as ID and class selectors. There are other CSS selectors you can use to select custom groups of elements to style. Let's bring out Cat Photo app again to practice using the CSS selectors. For this challenge, you will use the attr equals value attribute selector to style the checkboxes in Cat Photo app. This selector matches and styles elements with a specific attribute value. For example, the below code changes the margin of all elements with the attribute type and corresponding value of radial. So type equals radial. Use the type attribute selector. Try to give the checkbox in the Cat Photo app a top margin of 10 pixels and a bottom margin of 15 pixels. Okay, so checkboxes in the photo app. Checkboxes. Use the type attribute selector. Use the type attribute selector. Try to give the checkboxes in the Cat Photo app